Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Pages. I'm getting some crackles. I wonder what's going on. Got all my same settings, but somehow over the weekend, something changed. But thank you all for coming. I'm going to just play this real quick. This is a little sequence on the modular. Since today is Modular Monday, I know I haven't been doing a good job keeping up, but I'm loving these little resonant sounds. And this is just coming straight from rings. So what I think I might do is, I think maybe we can, this is just coming from this time sting, but I'm thinking I might add an LFO and try to bring in some randomness to this whole thing. So I'm going to map this division, but maybe... Oh, wait. Maybe we can have it come every one bar. And then the other thing, I think I'm going to take another LFO and I'm gonna map it to this pitch. So we can get some pretty interesting harmonics. Maybe do it a lot slower, because it's such an extreme kind of setting. And then, yeah, we'll get kind of nuts with this. I'm gonna use an LFO to also mess about with parameter here. Let's see, maybe the position, and maybe a structure, or let's see. So today, our theme is You're a Grain of Sand. I don't know. What do you think? Something changed in this. Let me turn off these LFOs real quick. Oh, you know what it is? It's this structure. Yeah. I'm gonna turn these LFOs back on. Okay, let's record some of this in. I don't even know what this is going to sound like in the context of a drum beat, but I like the randomness of it. Gotta make sure not to bring that dampening up. So right now, I'm just kind of... So today we're just starting off with these little random hits. Kind of a fun way to start off a jam. We don't really know what it's going to sound like. We don't even know the key. Just these random little hits that are somewhat rhythmic. I'll show you the... Right now, we're just using this acid box, but we added an LFO to the division, so sweeping through, as well as the pitch. So we're getting like going high to low. Should keep an eye on that though. Since this is so random, we can probably just stop right now. And I'm gonna just turn the density to 0, so it's kind of a... Actually, I just pulled the plug from Beads so that it could just stop. Okay, I'm gonna pull this down too because now Beads oscillator will be probably kicking in just a second. Hey, Dilem DCO, good morning. Whoa, okay, yeah. That's all coming through right now. We can maybe think about getting a drone in here. But let's see what we recorded. Okay, we got all of these little hits. Let me turn this one down. So we've just got these little hits from rings. And there are a few spikes in here that might hurt our ears, so I'm gonna put on a... I mean, we could put on a compressor, but for now I'm just gonna put on an EQ. So that we don't get anything too bright and crazy. So I'm just gonna tame this high end a bit. I might even add a high cut right here. Oops. Maybe like that. And let's see what else. Let's get something musical in here. What? Still haven't been able to rewire this Moog, but I'm getting a lot of static. And the thing that's kind of tricky about the Moog is that I just never know if it's the connection in the back or because of my envelope generator or the filter spacing or the delay spacing. I guess that's the fun of analog and a synthesizer like Matriarch. In fact, you can't really see it now that I changed my camera angle a bit. I should use maths. You know what? I have not used that in so long that I wouldn't even really know where to start now. I went through the manual maybe 3 years ago, and I haven't cracked it open since because I got kind of frustrated with it because I got a lot of just unpredictable results. But let's see if we can use it. I used it on, I did use it as a, funny enough, on its own as a kick drum. I was really happy with the patch, so I used it as a kick drum on the last album, on one track. Maybe we're not going to use that. This is a G sharp right here. This is sounding kind of nice. I am extremely crackly. I'm really liking this, so I'm gonna see if my kick is gonna go along with this. Let's record this in. Getting some FM sounds in there. We're gonna make this work. I don't even know what time division we're in. It seems pretty steady. Add a little panning. Okay. Hey, Bonch, Bonch, Bonch. Salutations. Right back at ya. How you doing? Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna go a little nuts on this delay over here. I take it back. I didn't have enough mix in there to really affect that tail. But give me just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and well, first let's see if we can let's match it to our metronome right here, and I'm going to warp 115 from here. Oh, and I think we were on a weird division. That's the drawback of not going to a little click track. So we're at, I mean, I can't tell what division it is, but one thing we might be able to do is automatically warp it. I'm going to set 111 here. Let's use live to warp this. So we're going to have to change the warp of that. It's a little bit slower. That's what's guess that's what happens. Oh man, and it's off again. Okay, it's a little bit better. But now we're just on so 116. Let's see if we so it sounded okay there. You might have to go in and maybe, and instead of listening to that click track, let's get a kick drum in here. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through each one of these and just kind of stretch it out. But luckily, the transients are pretty easy to see. You see that? Okay. And it's getting better towards this end. So now we're adding some digital artifacts to this, even if I can't necessarily hear it, but there we go. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. Yeah, that definitely helps. I'm gonna add in some effects. Just a little delay. Hey, look at this Aloha guitar. Oh, this is kind of neat. It does add a little bit of that. Oh man. I'm getting spam. And I'm still learning the ins and outs of this Twitch interface, so not quite sure how I can, let me move this around here. See if I can take this off real quick. But I'm loving that sound. The Aloha guitar, I gotta add a EQ to it. Give me just a second. Let me see if I could ban this spammer. How's everything looking, by the way? I had to mess with more settings over the weekend. Right now it's saying that I'm at 720p. I thought I was at 1080, but it's probably better for me anyway. I wonder how I can... Oh, here we go. I can go like this and ban. All right, that should be gone, right? Nice. Okay, well hopefully this this arpeggio is not annoying you too much. All right, I gotta get back to making this music. All right, let's add an EQA to this, because there's a lot of low end. And I'm just gonna take all of that mud out. It might make it sound a little thin, but I'm okay with that. The other thing I want to do is I'm going to add a regular Echo Boy Jr. to this one, to the modular part. Yeah, there are some sharp notes in there still, but I think if I make this an ambient, I'm gonna keep it wide and add the mix in. Let's see. A lot of high cut there. What if we ping pong this? Yeah. Maybe we can have a real basic wave type of beat today. Oh, perfect. We're on a 707 anyway. So this is a simple kick. This is an FM kick. I think that's cool. Add some reverb to that snare. I know I'm doing 4 on the floor a lot, but I don't know. I guess if you're just feeling the 4 on the floor, there's nothing wrong with that. This is a 707 open hat. Let's stick with the 707. I'm gonna lay off reverb on that open hat. And let's see. And even though we had to change our buffer size, the TR-8S seems to be on an okay sync. Space Invaders. Okay. I don't want to ruin this, but I want to play around with the bass bot, see if there's anything. Let's see, is this a good pattern? I'm just using the preset patterns. I'm still learning the TT303. Okay, so I actually had to tune this down quite a bit. No, it's sounding pretty good. Let's use this. And I'm gonna use the same Echo Boy. Let's see how this will sound. Okay, I'm digging that. So what's gonna happen is I'm actually gonna take that instance of Echo Boy and put it on the audio track so that we can have a nice dry signal. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and record this in. Oh, weird. So I'm a little off time. So, here we go. You know, this TT303 sounds so fantastic to me. Especially comparing it side by side with the TD3. I gotta set up the set, so maybe later on this week I'm gonna do a comparison between the TD3 and the TT303, see if you can hear any differences. And right now I'm on the saw wave, which I've never used on the TD3. Let's get some squelchiness in here. The only thing that I don't like is the tuning knob is still so close to the cutoff that I think I probably touched it a little bit. I hear it's a little off tune now. Okay, hopefully that recorded. Okay, good. Oh yeah, look at that saw wave right there. So I did make some mistakes, but we eventually got it synced up. And I'm thinking maybe we'll get to 56. There we go. 55. And now since we have on this track right here, we've got that Echo Boy on there, we should hear it. Yeah, it's pretty peaky over here because the resonance was really low. And so we're gonna get a lot of low end here. I might have to EQ that out. There we go. Where's the EQ? Look at all that low end. That might be extreme, but let's. And we were in G, A flat, right? Oh yeah, that's a good bass line right there. Let's find a scale. Do we go in Mixolydian again? Or major? We can just be in, it's the beginning of the week. A flat major. Oh yeah, and we're supposed to be a grain of sand on the beach. Let's go into Mixolydian. That's been my favorite scale as of late. Okay, let's record this bass line, another bass line in. Yeah, so it should just be... Something like that, though, huh? I have to remember that when we get to our lead part, but for now, I don't know, I kind of turned to the Pro One for these synthwave style bass lines. Okay. Well, I still have those notes, so let's see if we can salvage this part right here. There's 8 bars there. I'm gonna quantize. Take them over here. There we go. So we've got a little, oh no, we've got, yeah, an 8-bar loop right here. And just so I didn't lose that second part, even though I have it in my mind, I'm gonna make a copy of it, crop this clip, duplicate it, and then we're gonna have a little something different at the end of this. Let's see how this sounds. And let's see. Something like that, but maybe different. Yeah, something like that. Hey, aloha, Hayes. How's it going? You missed out on the... I still haven't read the manual for the TT-303. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Let's... Oh my gosh. Okay, for just a second, I freaked out a little bit because I thought oscillator A was just dead. But it's because my pulse width on this square wave, or this pulse wave, was at that one point where you couldn't hear it. All right, so everything is much better. Okay, let's see. Hey, Michael Stansbury. Thanks for liking the stream. Hope everything's going well with you over there across town. Oh yeah, I think we can start off right here. Okay, let's record this in. The envelope is sounding really good to me on this bass at this particular setting, so before we lose it, we'll do 32 bars of this. And then I'm just gonna let this run actually for just maybe 4 more bars. Because maybe we'll use the closed filter a bit at the beginning, and then we'll just get crazier. So in that case, I'm going to duplicate that and then cut this to 32 bars. This one, I'm going to take this last 8 bars right here. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And just realized Prop 6 wasn't on. Let's warm that thing up. We should have kept it up. That's true, Hayes. See, the thing is I still haven't learned that 99.9% of the time it's human error. That's totally me, but sounds like you've run into that too, so that's good. And you know what? That's also why, well, Dylan VCO brought up the maths. Like, I should just, I guess, put myself out there and start using maths more. But the 2600, the Blue Marvin here, the Behringer version, I'm still struggling with that. I mean, there's just so many sliders on there. I love the sound, but not the sound that I make out of it. So my to-dos, maybe in the next couple weeks, is to spend some time with the Blue Marvin, and then also learning how to properly program and play live the Cyclone TT303. Let's do a little bit of mixing with this. Oh my gosh, this thing is way out of tune. Again, is it me or is it the synth? Because my first instinct is to turn it off and do a little reboot. That's definitely the synth. You know what I think happened is I turned it on while live was running. And it is getting signal live from Ableton. Let's see. That's more like it. So in that case, that's the 2600, not the 2600, the Prophet 6. Yeah, it is a synth for life, and that's why I jumped on it when I had the opportunity to get it. And then when I got it, I was kind of overwhelmed. I did make a few pretty cool patches, just kind of following some instructions, but then, but I mean, that's the beauty of it too. You know, once you unpatch it all and change parameters, you'll never quite get that same patch again. If I could, I'm just going to make a quick public service announcement. On Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, I'm participating in this Ableton user group. What are we calling it? The Ableton User Group Collective. So I'll be one of 5 speakers on that. I just got a little 10-minute workshop on workflow. But I guess if you watch this every so often, you'll already know what I'll be talking about. But it's just like a little 10-minute thing, and I'll just be talking a little bit more in depth about my live set and some of my routine. But at any rate, so you can, there should be a link that comes up every so often, but it's, you can get to that through, if you're on Facebook. I know a lot of you guys aren't, but it's the Honolulu Ableton User Group. And yeah, I think there might be some promos on Instagram as well. Oh, another great bass patch. Oh yeah, I like this little spaciness. Something like that. It's getting a little annoying. Let's do a little sound shaping. That's even more annoying. Okay, let's shape this one. Are we sounding like we're on a beach? I don't know. Alright, let's just go with this one, and maybe a little bit later on we'll do a little sound design before we bring this in as audio. I'm going to use the capture feature, so I'm just going to jam without pressing the record button at this moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's see. I made some errors. Hopefully this isn't going to take too long to adjust. We did do quite a bit of jam in here. Let's see. 50 bars. I think this is doable. At a roller rink at the beach. Hey Anna. How's everything? How's everything going on your island? Okay, so with this, yeah, I did make some timing errors. I'm gonna go ahead and quantize this. It might be way off. But so let's first of all get the sequence. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna shorten that note. All right. Ooh, well, let's keep that in. I think actually that's a synth. It's the detuning. We only need that much. That's what we'll do. And then we don't need this. Let's keep this at a lower register. I like that. Oh, and then here's our little roll that's gonna be off. Let's keep this on the 16th note. And this one, I'm gonna bring it in a little bit later. Let this note ring out for a bar. I'll keep that double note because it sounds like part of the delay. Bring that over 16. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's nice and detuned. It's a little hot in the mix right now, but I just wanted to be able to hear everything. So let's go ahead and record it in, and we'll make it work. We're just gonna make one pass at this. Take one pass. We won't make a pass at our synths. Okay, you can't really hear it that well. Let's try it again because I want to be able to hear it. And then we'll lower it in the mix later. I had to tweak the release. I said 1 pass. I meant 3. Almost added a little too much resonance there. Ooh, that detuning. Okay, and then we're done. 1, 2. And then we'll just maybe, yeah. Well, we'll keep that in there. But there we go. Okay. Got it in there. Let's see if there's anything else we can add. There was already a little bit of a delay in there on the 8th note. I think that's fine. I don't want it to fall too far back in the mix. We do have that cool little arpeggio, but we can go with another one as well. Although we don't want to pollute our nice sandy beach with too many notes. Also, I'm getting hungry. So, I think what I'm gonna do is maybe let's finish off the drums. Keep it that 80, give it that 80 waves type vibes, that 707. And then a lot of our favorite parts, especially Delian VCO. You know what that means, right? Yes, the radio. So let's go ahead and mess with these drums a bit. So I'm gonna do program 4 bars in here. See that? Maybe I'll try to bring this a little closer. You can kind of see what I'm doing down here. In fact, you know what? I've got it so that you can see it. Oh yeah, don't mind the mess down here, okay? I'm trying to up my camera angle game. So I'm just gonna copy this across 4. And I think we're gonna add in some, Okay. Add these little percussive elements. That'll be kind of fun. Oh yeah, this is sounding a little bit like it's a clap. Yeah, something like that. Let's see if we can find. Oh yeah, let's add a CR78 little metal here maybe. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm gonna record this drum part in. Let's see. Delenn VCO. Don't worry. I'm gonna save. Today's the 28th. The last broadcast was on the 24th. I had kind of a busy week last week. Let's see. We are in A flat Mixolydian. At 1:15 p.m. and what are we? We are a grain of sand. And actually, you know, one thing we didn't do is any real granular synthesis. Maybe we'll bring that in with our sample. I have been having some problems pre 11.1 with my the granulator, the Max for Live device that I think is included in all versions of Live, or at least the Live Suite. But let's see if we could bring in a sample and then like take the grain of sand theme sort of literally by putting in a granulator. Oh, no, not yet. Gotta change my input. TR8S. Let's bring in these. Let's bring in these 8 bars. So it's 2 bars of 4. 2 loops of 4 bars. Okay, I'm not gonna even get too fancy. You know, we had a lot of polyrhythms in there that, you know, we probably could have gone up to 32 bars and had a lot of like different interesting little patterns. But for our morning session exercises, it's more important to get our song in. And let's see, we'll add a little crash cymbal. Oh. And the other thing, to avoid any weird MIDI loopbacks, I'm going to have to not get any more MIDI from the TR8S. And we're going to clear all of these parts. Do a little bit of mixing. I'm going to stagger these noise claps a bit. Okay, I think basic and straightforward enough. So let me save, and I'm going to move this drum track over. Oh my gosh, no crashes. I might have done something. Maybe it was tweaking OBS a bit. Knock on wood, I haven't been experiencing too many of those crashes when I move a track around. So maybe it's resolved. Okay, I'm going to turn on this radio. And actually, you know, at this point, it doesn't even matter what we hear.
This is a payment of my score with you.
Although this is sounding pretty good.
By just dying.
Janet, kill me. You must.
This is called Appointment with Death. Broadcast.
I turned away.
Broadcasted this day
I never came
in
back.
1949.
Tom died, but not by my hand.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Tom was right about our dark family destiny.
How was Tom right, Janet?
The Florentine gate is open.
I hear a little bit of that,
Then Tom and Father were right.
the horror
The gate opened
organ.
of itself,
I'm gonna
as
just
they
take this
said it
part.
would. And now it's my turn to die. Richard sleeps under the lilacs. Soon I'll sleep beside him.
Maybe, Janet. And maybe not.
Did you say maybe not?
What if your dream of murdering Richard were only a dream? What if Richard merely came to his senses and went away that morning long ago?
If? But Tom buried him right where
Okay.
Yes, but what if Tom just...
So I'm only taking, I'm gonna just take one, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use, let's use this VST over here. Let's see also what happens if I take out pigments if my CPU goes down a lot. No, it kind of went up. Okay, and I'm gonna use, let's hope, fingers crossed, granulator hopefully works. But if not, oh, okay. I'm usually, with granulator, I had been getting a lot of, just code would just show up on the screen. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that Inner Sanctum sample we just took. It was kind of a short one, under 30 seconds. And I'm gonna just drop it in the granulator here. And if I arm this track, I can play it. Right now, it's only taking this small grain over here. I wish I could make this bigger, but and then see if I can even my chat gets reset up there. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change some of these parameters so I can make these grains as really small, like this.
Yes.
So it almost sounds like an instrument. But if I make them bigger, so you can see how much fun you can have with this granulator. And also just take, you know, a little sample of whatever. And now I'm going to change the file position. We can also spray, which is going to take us to many different random parts. Which I think that's what we'll do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to LFO this grain size. And we could bring in a sequencer. And we're just going to have some random little voices kind of going on throughout. Thank you. Let's save. Command S. There's a lot of other things you can do. In fact, I can use the LFO over here. Let me And I don't know what the LFO is going to be controlling. So I'll turn that. Oh, I see. Oh, we've got some LFO. So I'm going to just use the internal LFO. And let's move this over here. And actually, maybe let's use our Prophet MIDI clip to trigger this LFO. Not LFO. Granulator. And in fact, just so we have more kind of going on, I'm just gonna lengthen all of that. And then I'm going to and let's it's going a little crazy. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, I take this back. Let's make sure these are all really tiny. Um, and actually, so we don't get any weird harmonics, maybe we keep the spray, but the grain stays kind of small. So, and then these MIDI notes are too short to trigger anything, so let's... You can kind of hear our tune going. But I don't think we're in the right key. That's okay. We just want some voices out there, and you can kind of hear that original file. It's really detuned and everything, but hey, I think we're done with this portion of our jam, and now it's just a matter of putting this all together. Perfect timing, because my stomach is rumbling, and I'm ready to eat breakfast. Let me shut everything else down so we don't introduce any noise. And we'll go through each part so you can hear everything. This is our drum loop from the TR-8S. I'm going to call this our Epic Moog Arpeggio. This one's our Prophet 6 pluck lead based off of preset 503. We added a ton of detuning. This is, I'm gonna just call this Bass-ic Pro 1. And then I call this Bass Bowl Pro 1. Because maybe this... Yeah, we have to figure out the best place to put this, but probably we'll get this going during a break so you can really hear that bass. Okay, and here's our TT-303. TT303 acid loop. This is just using one of the internal there we go. One of the internal patterns. This right here I'm gonna have to turn this up a bit. This is like our eerie, this is what we started off with. This is our modular rings, and I'm gonna call this, I don't know, what is this? Bells and pings. And then this right here, we're gonna call this our eerie voices. And in fact, we might have to, we might just have to sequence something, you know, during the breaks or at the beginning. So let's put this together. I'm gonna move these drums out here. We don't want to have anything start until maybe the 8th bar. Then maybe we'll go with bar 24. Seems to be a formula that works for us. Break 1. I'm getting a phone call. Looks like spam. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. This one, let's recolor it. Then we'll bring this back out over here. And yeah, I mean, you know, we kind of use the same formula for a lot of these, but seem to work okay. Okay, let's just see how this sounds at the beginning. Oops, nothing. Okay. It's a little too hot. And some of these parts over here, this is what I'm gonna do. A little too... I'm gonna move this down. And let me duplicate this, and we're just gonna have this kind of, because we just started recording that Moog ARP on a whim, I'm gonna put in a utility, and I'm gonna fade this one in. This one I'm just gonna recolor. I gotta get over here. Here's my utility gain. In fact, I can have this kind of start at the beginning, and we'll fade it in slowly as the drums come in. So let's see. And here, we want all of this to kind of come in at the beginning. You know, more hits over here. And in fact, we don't even need the scale here, so we're missing out on some grains. Let's go ahead and And these are a little too low, I think. So let's move these up. Yeah. This might be too low also. Let's see. No. Okay. I'm going to add some effects to this. Let's add Ableton's echo. And maybe we get a little bit crazy and add an LFO. Two LFOs, and we kind of play with this left and right, unchain it. We won't sync them. And let's just see if this gives us kind of an effect that we would want. The rate is a little too fast. And we don't want too much depth. And we want them to be offset a bit. So let's see. Yeah, it gives us... Okay. Cool. And, you know, we just kind of got lucky with it sounding kind of neat. And it's going to change because it's just a free flow LFO that is modulating our left and right time-based echoes. We will offset this a little less, but we should be getting some stereo effects. And then I think the last thing we'll do on this track is maybe add an RC20 and add some reverb and to just, you know, something interesting. Wobble. And some yeah, just subtle voices that are kind of... And again, the end product is going to be totally random. So let's hear what we've got so far. Oh, and I didn't realize we had a little bit of a swing on that. Maybe this will just be all. Oh yeah, okay, perfect timing for You know what? I want to thicken up this base so that it's not so much in this. Oh, wait, no. Let's keep this base in the center because this acid loop is really it's ping-ponging in the stereo field. Okay. And again, it's kind of the same formula we've been using. Yes, I'm going to save again. How about this? These eerie voices here. Oh, I know. We're not even going to introduce these CR78 hits until a little bit later. Break 2. This will be a nice short jam, I think. That would go like this. And this part is kind of a pain. I mean, well, not really, but you know, I'm used to now just letting the sample go on its own. But maybe we just... But we have a little more control, right? Oh yeah, okay. And then we'll bring in a second instance of this part that we might, or the audience might not have heard too much of because it was kind of going during the, while the drums are going on. And here... Gonna bring in a little drum roll. Let's see, is this too much? No. And we haven't done this in a while. Let's really emphasize these parts at the very end and wash out the, add a really long tail to this. Let's see, it might be a little loud, so watch your ears. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a... Okay, we're gonna do that on this as well. Delenn VCO, you really are helping me. Especially when it comes to reminding me to save, but also other really great advice. Thank you very much for all your help. Hey, Bors. Oh wait, no, I am gonna bring that up. Maybe we get a little bit longer roll here. And then I'm thinking we're gonna let's bring all this up to the forefront. add an EQ over here. Oh man, that's really extreme. And then we're gonna have to add, let's add a utility and let this bass kind of fade out. But yeah, let's do that. Oh yeah, like that. Just wash it out a lot. And there we go. Okay, we've got our jam today. Thank you guys all for hanging out again. It's Monday. I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you guys had a great weekend. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. That's the plan, at least, for another theme and another jam. Thanks again. And another little promo. If you're around Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. Hawaii time, come check out the Ableton User Group Collective. I'll be giving a mini seminar, about 10 minutes, on workflow. All right, guys, I'm gonna raid someone, so if you're on Twitch, stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna turn off my mic as well right now and do some light mastering before I do that. So stick around to hear the song in its entirety, and stay tuned for a raid. Aloha. Have a great day. Len Vicio, thanks for finishing your day with me.